Hey, gorgeous! I'm going to show you how to revive your old, possibly cup-stained, worn-out furniture. The quality of my furniture is great, but they needed some updating to fit with the decor I'm going for. So, guess you know what I did? Yep, you guessed it. Refresh those bad boys by painting them myself. I'll show you how I went from this, old and hand-me-down, to this, bright and inviting. Come on in. So first, if you're anything like me, you might not want to paint in your good clothes. Therefore, Wonder Woman, get into your painter's clothes. Oh, and since I'll be painting outside, it's pretty darn cold, I'm gonna put a hat on. Well, you know what they say, if your head's warm and your feet's warm, the rest of your body's warm. Or something like that. So I'm using 120 medium grit sandpaper so I don't have to push myself too hard. I use the sandpaper to remove any gloss or previous finishes on the wood, which will totally allow the paint to stay on better and finish smoother. So make sure you sand any and everywhere you plan to paint. I'm talking from the insides to the drawers if you have them, the sides, the legs. Really get all up in the nooks and crannies you plan on painting. And as you can see here, I'm definitely sanding the top of this, which looks like it got into a fight with several coffee mugs. I guess I should start using coasters. Once you've completely finished sanding all the places you plan on painting, get yourself a damp, not soaking wet paper towel and wipe off all the excess sand. You don't want that ending up in your paint, or it could get pretty ugly. So, clean up all the excess sand. One more leg, and there. Alrighty then, now let's get painting. So I'm using a white semi-gloss paint and primer. I chose the paint and primer mixture to save me a ton of time. So paint all over the sections you plan to paint with even strokes, going in the same direction. This will make your piece look even and smooth. Once you finish your first coat of paint, let it dry completely. Then apply a second coat. For these end tables, I used 4 coats. For you, it could be less, or it could be more. It will completely depend on the type of wood. So just use as many coats as you need to get the final results you're looking for. Once it's completely dry, you can either stop there or do what I did, add some detail to your piece. And these end tables had a very cool beaded trim, so why not paint the trim? Start off by putting painter's tape or masking tape around the section you plan on detailing. This will prevent you from accidentally getting your detailing paint on sections you don't want. I'm using a small art brush to paint the beaded detailing on my end tables. Using a small brush like this helps me to make sure I'm painting just the beaded areas and not accidentally painting everywhere else. Oh, and if you're wondering why I chose this color blue, it's because it matches the curtains in my bedroom. Once I finished painting the beaded detailing, I allowed it to dry completely. Then, because I know these end tables are going to see a lot of use, I put 1 coat of a water-based polyurethane, which protects the paint but helps make cleanup easy. And that's it. Your once uninviting bedroom is now warm, inviting, and cozy. So if you feel like reviving one of your rooms, just give this a try. It's an awesome, inexpensive idea that can bring any room to life. See you in the next one.